Many times when you're using Excel, you're going to need to extract out certain characters from within a cell. And you're going to want to do that in a more efficient way because you're going to see that many cells will need to extract out from other respective cells. So there are functions to be able to do that. So you'll notice here I have this GBP that's extracted out from this currency. Right, because notice what I need to do is extract out the 3-letter currency codes from all of these, like JPY, Euro, etc. I need to have them come out. Now, they're all in the same exact place here. So what we're going to use here is the text function called MID, M-I-D. If I simply click on FX here to go to my insert function, we're going to get a nice description of what it is. You can see here it returns the characters from the middle of a text string given a starting position and length. So that essentially introduces us to the function and all of its arguments. So you can see here is text, if I scroll back out a little bit, is going to be B3. Now my starting number is going to be where the beginning of that currency code starts. So you can see here it is the 3rd character. How many characters do I need to extract out? Well, I want to have 3 because the currency code is GBP. So you can see here it's B3, 3, and 3. I click OK, and I double click in there, and you're going to be able to see that there. So let's go ahead and do that manually. $MID, and then my text is going to be here. My starting number, I count over 1, 2, 3, starting where the J is. I do comma, number of characters, that's going to be 3. I close it out, and now you'll see I have JPY, and then very simply I'm going to autofill down, and beautiful. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. I'm going to double click on that. This is now going to be the left function combined with upper. Upper is basically going to allow us to put whatever we're going to extract out using left in an uppercase format. But let's go ahead and explore what the left function does. I'm going to click on this FX, and you can see here we're using a nested function. So the text that we have in question is going to be in D3. So you can see here it's U and then U, and we want to extract out just that first letter U. And again, we want to put it in uppercase. And then how many characters do we want to extract out from the left? We only want to do 1. And you can see here it does give me the results. So go ahead and zoom out of that, click OK, and you can see there it is. So let's go ahead and now see how we can do that manually. So I'm going to do left. And now right away, before I even go right over here, I'm going to put in that modifier of upper because I know I want that first letter to also be capitalized. Because you can see here how it says text. So if I were to just say D4 in this case, it'll still extract it out after I tell it how many characters, but I want to make sure that it is in fact in uppercase. So I'm going to do upper, and then what's my text? It's going to be coming from D4. I close that out. Now I'm on the other side of the left function, so I type out comma. Number of characters is just 1. I close that out, and now you can see there is the J. Let's go ahead and autofill that. And then you'll see G, J, G, U, etc. Now let's go ahead and jump over to this next exercise. So our goal here is to extract out UK, USA, France, etc. Now the function that we're going to use is a combination of left and len, but you'll notice over here at the end the number of characters. I'm actually going to do a minus to subtract it from the right. All the things I want to separate out are succeeded by an 8 string of characters, in this case these numbers here. So instead of doing a regular number, I'm doing a minus to be able to go from the right. So let's go ahead and see how that works now. Now if I click on len this time, and then I'll go over to here to my FX, and you'll see here it returns the number of characters in a text string. Now this is interesting because it's showing here F3. Well, whatever the number of characters that are in F3, that is the length of the text. So you can see here, F3, the number of characters inside of F3 is 10. So you can see that there. So instead of putting in an actual number, it's going to put in the number 10. But whatever is inside of F3 and F4, etc., it's going to know that is the length to subtract from the left. So let's go ahead and see how this works now. Now you can see how I have UK, and now it's subtracting 8 from in that. So you can see there that is. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. So I'm going to start off with left, and then what is the text in question that I'm going to be extracting out from? It's going to be whatever's inside of F4, comma, and then the number of characters it needs to know the number of characters I plan to extract out from the left based off how many characters. So this is where I do my nested function of len, or length. And then once again, it's going to be this set of characters, close that out, and then minus the 8, because I want to remove those numbers from the extraction. Close out my formula. Notice again, minus 8 because of those numbers. I hit enter, and now I've got USA. So let's go ahead and do an autofill for that. And you can see France, UK, etc., etc. Now, once again, if you count these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's why it's happening, but it knows to extract out from the left. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. In this case, I want to extract out the year 2015 from these, and 2016 from that one, and then 2016 from this one. So if we deconstruct this one, this time we're coming from the middle. So if you recall, let's go back to the mid one more time, and we can see here, returns the characters from the middle of a text string given a starting position and length. So in this case, once again, we are starting from F3, because that is the text in question that we're going to extract out from. And then the starting number. So now we are incorporating or nesting the length of whatever F3 is, minus 8, but we're going to add on one more because we want to ensure that the 2 in 2016 does get included this time, and it's going to be 4 characters to make sure it's the full year. And again, making the distinction from left, we have to have the starting number within the text and also the number of characters. So the trickiest bit here is doing this little extra formula there, because we're subtracting those 8, but we also, again, want to add in one more just to include that number. You can try it without it to see the difference. So let's go ahead and click OK, equal sign, mid, come back to my source of the text, comma, and what's my starting number? Well, I have to tell it based off of LEN that it is going to be the length of whatever's here, minus 8, plus the 1 to get that 2 in there, comma, number of characters is going to be 4, so we get the full year, close it out, and now you can see here I have 2016, close that out, and let's just confirm 2016, 2015, 2016, etc. Couple more to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Very similar to what we saw before. This time we're going to be taking out the month instead of the year. So let's just go ahead and deconstruct this. You can see, there it is. My text, F3, len, once again, F3 to identify what is going to be the length of the entire word we're going to get. Minus 4, so then we're at the beginning of where the month begins. And then a plus 1, so we can start up where the month is, so it knows where to extract it. And then again, the number of characters is going to be 2. So we'll go ahead and autofill that. And now finally, this one is going to be easy. This is going to be essentially, we're just extracting out from the right because there's no mid, there's nothing too fancy here. It's just going to be 2 characters from the right to get 22, 27, 20, etc. So let's go ahead and do equal sign, right, what is my text? Number of characters, I only want to extract out 2 characters, hit enter, 27, and then I'll autofill down, and you can see there it is, 20, 22, 28, etc. So I would recommend practicing this, understanding the logic, and once again, go over into the insert function. And if you're in this dialog box and things are maybe a little bit unclear, you can always get more help on the function, because sometimes they can feel a little bit counterintuitive, but there is a logic to it and a rhyme and reason, and the more you do it, the easier it's going to get.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.